Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, I guess it's working again on the first shot. Wow, I'm just like, I was just staring at the timer. If the timer moves, I'm guessing that means I'm actually online live. Oh, what's going on, guys? Typical cold day, not super cold or anything in particular. It's all right. Yesterday was okay as well, but the 2 days before that, oh my god, it was in the 20s. I think it might have even gotten to the teens at night. But you know, I don't go out at night, so screw that. Yeah, this is a ghost town. I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you one thing right now. Well, I haven't mentioned to you guys, but come March, near the end of March, that's when my lease is up. I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Connecticut for a little while. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, because look, this is, one reason why Connecticut sucks. And if you don't choose the right area of Connecticut, this is going to be a norm in Connecticut on a Sunday, Saturday, whenever there's like nothing and no people around. It is. So, I gotta be careful. So basically, not even just this area. If I even go to a well-populated area, it's still going to tend to be more dead on a weekend. Well, Saturday might not be so. Well, you know what? There are areas of Connecticut that are like thriving on the weekends because people are not working and they go walking around the local bakeries, coffee shops. They do their local shopping. But if you go to those areas, you're going to be paying a premium for rent. We're going to be talking about definitely minimum $1,700 to $2,100 for a studio. I'm not getting a one bedroom. There's no reason to get a one bedroom. So, do I want to keep spending that kind of money? And then $1,700 to $2,100, you add a couple more hundred for, whatever, parking, the other fees, dog fee. So now we're definitely talking about 2,000s, low 2,000 area. I'm only paying. It's not only, but I am paying what, $1,743 right now, and that's bad enough. Because think about it, 2 months. In 2 months, I'm saving $3,500 if I decide to live at home. That is, yes, I'll see my daughter less again. But you know what? This was a year of an experiment. 13 months. It's going to be 13 months of an experiment, seeing my daughter almost on a daily, and all that. But seeing on a daily pretty much required me to drive 21 to 30 something minutes to get there, depending on when I go, traffic, all that stuff. So it's not like all unicorns and whatever they call it. What is it? Unicorns and roses? What the frick? I don't know what the hell. All right, I'm heading to Starbucks, by the way, but you know what? When you walk by this area, the street tends to have a lot of good stuff. So maybe I'll see something, I'll run into something. Yeah, so I don't know. Listen, I definitely anticipate me making more money by February, March, even January. I think I'm going to be making more money because that stupid lump sum of money is still not here yet. It's still not here yet. The lawyers, the court system, all the stuff is being really delayed. All that stuff kind of pissing me off. I'm losing out on possible money I could be making with that extra funds. And that's basically it. I want to have that freedom of doing almost what I want when I want. When I get that lump sum and start building building equity and stuff, I will be at that point. And here's the thing. Now that, my girl and I are getting, pretty serious, if I do go back home, and not have to lay out $1,700 for this and that, then I'm going to be in a good position to travel back and forth to Vegas a lot. Because, listen, besides my daughter, there's nothing holding me back from doing what I want to do. Whether stay out in Vegas for 2 weeks at a time, if I ask for permission from my daughter and my ex to stay out maybe 3 weeks or even 4 weeks, at a time, it can be done. Because, the kind of work that I do, kind of stuff I can do anywhere. I can just bring my laptop and just make money in Vegas. It's pretty cool. See, so there is a lot of stuff going on. See, it's good that I walked here. I didn't walk down that ghetto walk. Thank God. Oh, so a lot of stuff going on. Shopping. And it's weird. This is not it's not the same type of people that I normally would run into or see when I'm walking down this block on a weekday. When it's work 9 to 5 work day. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, this place is open on Sunday? Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. No, I just want to get simple Starbucks. Wow. It's really busy, huh? Okay, well, I'm just gonna go to Starbucks because there's a couple coffee shops here. I can get stuff, but I'm not in the mood to go into a busy area. There's 3 Starbucks in this vicinity in downtown Hartford, and only one is open on a Sunday. Well, actually, one opened from 9 to 12. I don't know why such a limited hour. It's inside a hotel, actually, and that's the weird part. They close at 12 o'clock, and the other one doesn't open at all because it's inside a bookstore. Inside a bookstore, and I guess they don't want to open. Shoot, what's going on here? Damn. Hey, very nice. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's like I said. If I go back to the normal New York situation, I'm still coming back to Connecticut every other weekend to get my daughter. But now because I don't have an apartment to go to, I'm gonna have to either, make peace, make it in a special way with my ex, that I can either stay at the house and spend time with my daughter, or I'm gonna have to drive all the way back to New York and spend time, with her for how long that is, and then drop her back off and head back to Brooklyn again, back to that crazy commute that I used to do for 10 freaking years. So I got sick of it. But you know what? But this time is different. This time, now I have the resources. If I finally get completely sick of it, I can say, you know what? Screw it. It's time for me to get another apartment again. I'm throwing away money, but you gotta do what you gotta do. If you get fed up of something, you gotta make do. So that's about it. So I went to that restaurant last week, Max Downtown. My friend told me that the happy hour hamburgers for $9. I went there half hour too early for the happy hour, so I'm not gonna wait around half hour just to get to the happy hour. To me, that's ghetto. so I wasn't doing that. So I sat down, I got the burger. The burger's a $19 burger, so it's $10 more when it was on happy hour. It's a bigger burger anyway. It was good, really good. A lot of fries. Not worth $19, obviously, but it was still good. So I wasn't completely pissed about that, but damn, ended up spending what? 19, I think $25 for that lunch. It's crazy. Oh, shoot. What happened? Oh, I freaking missed the field goal. What a jerk. Okay. I put a small bet in. I actually won on Thursday night. I won a nice big bet. So I have, I have free money coming in. So I put a small bet in. I'm winning with the spread, but anything can happen. I had 2 picks today. And one I dropped because it didn't fit my criteria anymore. And that one's winning 14-0. So I could possibly go 2-0 or 1-1, but I left that out. So now I screwed that up. Oh well. But you know what? I'm going to stick with my rule. If it doesn't fall that criteria, why am I going to do that? I'm not going to straight up handicapping is a very tough, very difficult thing to do in gambling. It's sports gambling. You gotta be on top of it, and I'm not. I don't look at sports anymore. I don't gamble anymore on a daily basis. I don't bother. So, so I got to stick with the specific rule that I'm following now, and I'm following line movements. I'm following psychology of the bet, and it could be manipulated, rigged, or anything like that. I'm not straight up handicapping anymore because obviously even my intelligence of sports and intelligence of numbers, I can't win. So, because I'm not on top of it. I'm not in it all day long, following it and all that stuff. Anyway, let me get my coffee. Hold on a second. Yeah, almost set. Just a grande blonde roast. You add two Splendors and regular milk. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Holy cow. That's cute. Bottle topper. That's cute. Let me take a picture of that. Yeah, so as far as like gambling, I haven't gambled and even casino gambling ever since Vegas. I haven't done anything. It's been okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not saying that I'm on a bad losing streak, but it's been just giving back a lot of my wins. I'm giving back a lot of small wins. That was accomplished by going to Mohegan Sun, and just I gave back a lot of it when I went to Mohegan Sun last time. Vegas, I lost a little bit online, even. I don't know that I didn't mention to anybody. Nothing significant, but still, just nothing good. I'm just chasing it in a different way. When I play online, I'm chasing it like try to get $100 every session, and I think even going back to multiple sessions, I can keep on doing 100, like 4, 5, 6 times a day, like I was doing it. But you know what? But that needs a specific bankroll. That needs like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in a bankroll. And the way I was playing it, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that anymore because I can easily lose a 3-4-5 on a bad run if I just keep on going at it and thinking that it'll change, but it won't. I know because I almost got hammered one time for like a lot, and I survived it. So because I survived it, I thought I would be invincible with big bankroll. But when I was on that hot roll, that hot streak of winning a lot, and they had not the legal one, the slightly illegal casino. Dude, what the? I can't remember. Jazz. It's in Costa Rica, I think. Depositing money there. I couldn't even survive because I built 1,000 to like 9,000 and change. I took out $2,000 and I had 7,000 left, and I lost it in one day, in one shot. It just kept on getting worse and worse. It just wouldn't change. It wouldn't change. It wouldn't like cycle to the other side. It wouldn't. I limited myself to not to partying, but I kept on, staying at high numbers. It just wouldn't want to change. It wouldn't want to win. Wow. That really shocked me. So, that gave me a new perspective. And I tried a couple times smaller bankrolls, and that didn't succeed. I tried slightly different techniques, different strategy. Nothing. The only way I think to really win is to really get a nice bankroll, 3, 4, 5,000, and really accept small wins. I mean, even less than $100. You win a little bit, get out. Come back later, whatever. I mean, you got to switch techniques. If you let's say you have 3,000 and the technique is dropping you down to like 2,500, 2,400. You got to switch, because you can't keep thinking, oh, I got 2,400 left. It's gonna switch. It's gonna come around. But if it comes around for a short little stint, unless you're betting big, you're not gonna get that $600 back. You do have to maintain that size to get that money. Let's say you keep small, you get that nice streak, and you only end up winning $200-300 back. You're still down. You're still in a hole. So it's a tough game. It's a tough game. So I don't do that technique when I play in a brick and mortar, even though I do start with 3,000, 2,000, whatever. I do a little different. So maybe I should implement that into my online. Maybe I'll be more successful. But right now, listen, I'm going on a cruise next week with my daughter and her family. So I'm not in a rush. I'm not like thinking about anything. Hold on a second. My daughter I texted her, and now she's texting me back. Give me a second. Let's see. Are you serious? She wants it. Oh my god. The bottle that I showed you just right now. Oh my god. Now that I carry it too, that means... whatever. But if I don't live, like I said, if I don't live in Connecticut again for a while, I could definitely, like I said, freely travel to Vegas for 2 weeks easily, or like close to 2 weeks, come back and then go pick up my daughter. So things like that, I can definitely do all that now if I do decide to. And I can even ask for like skipping a week and stay 3 weeks, or skipping the whole turn and wait, do 4 weeks, because like I said, things are going really well. My girl in Florida, I was gonna say Florida and Vegas. I'm just hope that she's not pulling my leg, and this is all a fantasy and all this stuff. But if she speaks the truth, and it seems like it, because she's the type of girl that she's very motherly to her daughter, and very motherly kind of person is not going to be a bad person. They tend not to be, and there are times where she said some things that like make it seem like this is for real, for up and up, on the up and up, So this is really real. It's definitely heading in a great direction. Definitely looking forward to it. And and she keeps on, so I wouldn't say so many times, but quite a few times she had mentioned, I wish I can come live with you in New York. She says New York. She's not thinking like Connecticut, because who thinks of Connecticut? It's New York, I'd love to come to live with you in New York, but then she always like say, but it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon. I don't know what she really means by that, because in reality, her daughter's only 8. I think you have to wait for your daughter till 18. I think to really have the permission to leave the state of the father without him intervening. But what sucks is the dad loves the daughter so much that he won't allow it. Just like I wouldn't really, I shouldn't have allowed my daughter to be moved to Connecticut. It would have made my life so much easier in the last 10 years, But yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I don't know. Let me see what's going on there. Oh, they got the ball back. Nice. Falcons 3-3. They're getting 7 points. But look at this game, man. Yeah, unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. 14-0. I would have been definitely 1-1 at worst. Maybe 2-0. Whoa, Bills are getting upset at home. Wow, the Bengals are on a roll. Wow, Jaguars over Colts 21-7. Holy cow. And I would have loved to have this game. If I was only handicapping and just going against bad teams, I would have had Dolphins. Yeah. But if this wins, I'm great. I'm in good shape. I'll be up $600. And you know what? I would have $100 free to bet. Maybe I'll do some crazy parlay. Maybe I'll deposit $50 on FanDuel and do some crazy parlay. Maybe get lucky. Who knows? Wow. Philadelphia Eagles at Chargers tomorrow. Wow. It's going to be wild. Wild, wild, wild. Oh shit, 2-minute warning. Oh, come on, man. Alright, if they score, it'd be great. Even a field goal would be great. Because it looks like it might be a low-scoring game, and plus 7 points is huge. The line went down to 6.5. I had to buy the 7, so I'm actually laying $10 more for this game. But whatever. Touchdown is worth it. Right now it's 3-3, so they could easily lose by a touchdown. So, yeah. So, everything's looking good. My girl is coming here to New York on the 26th of this month. We were planning for both holidays. She was like, "Oh, I love that," but the father said, "No. If you're gonna do what you're gonna do, then no. Then the 26th after Christmas, so her daughter can stay with the father for Christmas, and then the 26th and on to New Year's, she'll be hanging out here and stuff like that." So definitely looking forward to that. I know it's gonna be expensive that whole week of hanging out with her and her daughter and my daughter, but yeah, whatever. It's gonna be cool. So yeah, but whatever. But so far I'm doing well. Last week at least in my stocks, and I'm gonna have to like amp it up next week. Right tomorrow actually, but I'll be on vacation on Wednesday, so it's gonna be tough. Well, I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to Thursday on the cruise, and Friday I'm gonna have to get Wi-Fi and try to do it that way, but it might be tough. Wi-Fi is freaking expensive as hell over there too, so it's gonna be really tough. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to figure it out. Coming soon. Yeah, not soon enough. there's a bakery coming soon in the corner there, but it's been coming soon for a long time. But I see lights on, so they're definitely doing work. But I heard it's a pretty popular bakery that's coming here, so that'll be cool. But watch they open up in February, a month before I leave Connecticut, and I want him to take advantage of it. You know, my luck. Oh my God, are you serious? He drove her to get coffee, and only she got coffee. He didn't get anything. Oh my God. Why do you even get out? Is he a bodyguard? Is he overprotective? Like, what's going on with that? I don't know what is even up with that situation. Is he the boyfriend, husband, or bodyguard, or security guard, or chaperone, or some sort? I don't know. That's weird. A little strange. Oh man! Oh, yesterday, last night I decided to make coffee for myself. I have an espresso, so it's not even a Keurig. So, you know, the coffee I make is it's not espresso size, not coffee size, right in the middle. So I made it, right, and I had 3 creamers from 3 different companies. I decided to keep on switching around. So I used one, I mixed it, and drinking. You know, I didn't notice anything, no weird taste, right? Then I noticed I got something stuck in my teeth. I loosened it. I loosened it in my tongue, and hold on. What the frick is this? My daughter's ordering stuff? Hold on. Oh, okay. I loosened my teeth, and I put it on my tongue, and I pricked it off my hand off my tongue. It's like lumpy stuff, like rubbery, and I had another piece stuck in my teeth. So I loosened it, and I pricked it out again, and there was 2 pieces. Like, what the freak is this? Listen, it's like if you use silicone glue or silicone, and you're smearing it on something, and then it dries, and then there's like overhang, and you rip the overhang. It's like, little flimsy silicone-y kind of thing. Well, that's kind of what it was. It seemed like. Shoot, 3rd and 6, and freaking 4th and 6. Better get a field goal, man. Come on, at least hope they go up with a lead. But it's still giving a minute 10 to the other team. Scumbag before the half. Freaking idiots. So I was like, what the freak is this? So I walked to the kitchen real quickly, took the creamer out. I looked at it, I smelled it. It didn't smell weird. I mean, it didn't smell like all nice and sweet either, but it didn't smell bad. So I said, you know what, screw this. I started pouring it out. It started getting a little lumpier, and then I seen lumps come out. I'm like, oh my God. And listen to this, even more disgusting. The lumps, the shavings of the silicone, like the harder rubber thing, some of them had like greenish tint to it. So that's mold. I don't freaking believe this. The expiration date is February of 2026. It's still 3 months away, 2 months away, and I'm getting this. What kind of BS is that, man? I just poured the whole thing out and try to flush it down. Yo, it wasn't even flushing down that easily because, the clumps. It was ridiculous, man. I'm like so pissed. Like I have 2 more left, but at this point right now, I'm alive. My stomach didn't get affected, so I'm not gonna make any complaints. But that's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. It's Aldi's creamer. Freaking supposed to be pure milk and natural, whatever. I don't know, whatever it said. Freaking stupid, man. Really, really stupid. I'm not happy about that. But oh God, I don't understand. So I felt like I was gonna die. I got poisoned. But I'm here. So, oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So all I'm doing today is just staying home, watching, catch up on all my videos. I am going to go to the gym and play some basketball later on. and all that. There's nothing really to do other than that. So, might as well. I'm not gonna see my daughter as much anymore for a while. My ex and I are not in like good standing. She's getting mad at me. She's like not even getting mad at me, blowing up on me because of my attitude of my daughter. She's like, her excuse is, oh, the way you're acting, the way you're being really stupid decisions, and regarding like my girlfriend in Vegas, things like that. Regarding how you're acting stupid, you're sending Mila a bad message, and the way you used to yell at your mom, now Mila's talking back to her grandma and this and that, talking back to me. It's all you. You're at fault and blah blah blah, and all that stuff. I'm like, what do you? Oh my! I'm not gonna argue back because it's ridiculous. You can't argue with a woman when she starts bringing up things like that, because it's gonna get even worse and worse if you argue. I'm just gonna shut my mouth like I usually do. I don't want to escalate anything and leave it alone. Listen, my ex-wife is only part of my life because of my daughter. I would not want anything to do with her, or even want to, have any kind of. Listen, if she was down and out, I would help her out. But I don't even want to help her out anymore for anything, because it's like ridiculous, man. Like you get mad at me when Mila's acting bad or something else, but meanwhile, when you need something, or when things are going good, you act like all friendly and all nice and everything, like. That's so fake. That is so fake. I think that's to a point of being used. Because why are you gonna, if you need me to order something for you on Amazon, or you need me to lend you a little money for this and that, or whatever, you're all being nice or acting normal, but when Mila or something else happens, I get blamed. And meanwhile, it's not my fault. Like, I'm not going to say what is my daughter's attitude and personality have to do with me. It could be her too. Like what? Like what? Like, I could say so many things about my ex that gets dragged down to Mila. And my ex smokes every now and then. I don't do that. Do I say anything? No. My ex says the F word a lot in front of her. So, do I do that? No. So, do I say anything? No. So, like, what kind of crap is that? What kind of crap is that, huh? What kind of BS is that? So, yeah. So, I'm definitely not to blame for any of this stuff. Just because in the past, years ago, I used to yell at my mom. What the freak does that have to do with Mila? And I don't yell at her like yell at her. I just talking to my hyper voice and my loud voice. Big deal. It's not like I'm really yelling, fighting my mom and stuff. Like, give me a break. I don't do that. I don't do that anymore with anyone. So you can't even use that excuse to me. And like I said, that's years ago. So she's still bringing it up. How petty and stupid is that? She claims to be smart, but how smart is that when you're going to use that constantly against me for something that happened like many years ago? So things just don't make sense. Just got to let it slide. Got to be the bigger and better person. That's me. That's me. Unfortunately. I just gotta look in a direction that I need to look at and keep improving what I gotta do, and that's it. Listen, at the end of the day, I myself is the most important thing. Not my girl, not my daughter. I am. So if I can't even control myself and be happy with myself, I can't start protecting my daughter or my girl or anyone else for that matter. So I gotta do things right. Hold on a second. What the hell? Oh, their midfield. Oh, the midfield with 14 seconds. Come on. I hope they don't get a field goal. Keep it 6-3. At least I'll be winning. That'd be a good thing. I don't mind winning another $100 extra. Free money, right? I need all the free money I can get right now. Spending a lot of money, losing a lot of money in general. But anyway, listen, let me get out of here because I gotta buy my daughter the mug, and I gotta carry the mug and my coffee, so can't do that while streaming. So, yeah, I was advised by a friend to start streaming on Kick, play online, but there's no reason. Like even if I deposit $500, like what am I chasing? I'm gonna try to win 20, 30, $40 at a time, or maybe even less, or whatever. Just slowly build it. Like, I don't know. I have all the time in the world, but all the time in the world can be used to do a lot of other stuff. I was doing some research actually this morning for all the stocks I can start investing in with my options, because I'm very limited in my stocks. I have like maybe 10 to 12 that I look at all the time, but you can't rely on just all 10 and 12 throughout all different market conditions. So that's why I had to start looking. And I don't know, I'm still gonna look when I get back home, be watching my videos and all that stuff, and do my research. So we'll see. All right, guys. So yeah, it's good catching up with you guys again. Listen, I do miss this, but I don't see it growing. So it's not giving motivation for me to keep wanting to do it on a regular. But you know what? I mean, it goes hand in hand. If I don't do it, it's not going to grow. Unless I have such a viral moment that it gets me out there. But how's a live stream? Like what do you call that? A vlog. How's that gonna go viral? Unless if I catch a murder while I'm walking down the street, or catch an accident that's has 7 deaths or something, that's the only way that my live stream can go viral. But yeah, I get it. I don't know. I mean, I don't have aspirations anymore with YouTube, and now I'm making money now. YouTube was big for me because I didn't have a pot to piss in and all that stuff back in the day, and I wanted YouTube to get me out of that. But now things are good. I don't need YouTube, but it's fun. It is exciting and interesting sometimes. So perhaps, I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Listen, if I don't come back soon, have a good weekend, rest of the weekend, and I'll definitely be back before the holidays, I would think. All right, maybe no, I can't do the cruise. I have no Wi-Fi. Unless I do Wi-Fi on my iPhone and stream on my iPhone. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll stream from the. I have to at least once, and I'm walking around, show you around the cruise. I have to try at least. All right, guys.